Well, I've been putting off this video for a while now, but it's time to talk about physical items, and more specifically the items that carries generally go for. I think for Season 2, a lot of these items could potentially be reworked, and I want to talk about why. But before that, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my social links in the description and the pinned comment. Looking at the carry items, you'll tend to see the same or similar builds every game, right? Well, there's a very good reason for that, and that is because there are a few builds that are straight up broken in terms of damage output. If you've watched many of my videos, you will have seen me play one-shot Murdoch and triple tap Murdoch. These builds basically rely on me building as much power and crit as possible, and also using Demolisher's passive, which ignores 35% of all armor before penetration, plus its other passive, which increases the first basic attack damage by 50%, just to destroy any hero. By the point you buy Demolisher, you're going to have a 100% crit chance, meaning you will deal anywhere from 1 to 1.4k damage depending on the build and how many Fangtooths your team has. While it's funny to play and achieve this because you can quite literally solo a whole team if you get that ahead, it does show up that maybe these items are overtuned. First of all, let's look at carry crests. Pacifier, Liberator, and Eviscerator. All of these give some power, attack speed, crit chance, and lifesteal. Except Eviscerator, that one doesn't give lifesteal. But if we ignore lifesteal, you can see that it gives every stat a carry could want. I think giving crit chance on the crest should be removed personally, or at least nerfed a little bit. As for a carry, in most games it doesn't take that long to upgrade the crest. And the benefit of 20% crit chance is huge, especially around the time they are evolving the crest. They will likely already be buying, or already have their first item depending on the way the game's gone. This isn't even accounting for the passive they chose, which is also potentially very powerful. I am aware, however, this would be a nerf to Drongo, so Drongo would need adjustments in line with these changes just to bump them up to where they would be if crit chance was removed or nerfed on crests so that they don't get nerfed along with the items. Now unfortunately, the crests would be the easy part due to them being fairly similar in stats. Now the complicated part comes when you look at carry items that you have to buy, as those ones have gold costs and no actives, but very different passives. If you look at any of these items, Stormbreaker, Lightning Hawk, Tainted Rounds, Sky Splitter, Dust Devil, and Ashbringer, you'll notice the same trend from the crests. Yep, they all give 20% crit chance as well as power and attack speed stats, so basically as a carry right now you only need to worry about the passives. There are other good carry items like Terminus, Resolution, King's Bane, Demolisher, Imperator, Mind Razor, and Vanquisher. They don't offer every stat like the previous ones, but they can be good situationally depending on what you want. But the point being is that really you're just looking to buy the passives more than actively looking at the stats. I think that really there needs to be a rebalancing of carry items in the way of giving carries more items to choose from, but spreading out where the stats are. As currently, getting many items with all the stats makes it a no-brainer as a carry that even if you get a few kills early game, tanks just don't really get a chance to come online. Not to mention squishies just getting deleted. I do feel like the items with 20% crit chance should definitely have their passives nerfed a little bit or have the physical power reduced. As right now it's very strong to just build 100% crit chance because all the items that offer pure damage and crit chance are insanely strong in passives as well. Just to give you an example build, Resolution, Vanquisher, Mind Razor, Demolisher, Imperator, and using the crest Eviscerator. Just from that build you are going to be sat on 331 power and 100% crit chance. That's not including scaling from leveling or the fact that 3 of those passives give you damage on hit or bonus physical power based on your maximum mana. But you get my point. You're sat on a ton of damage and you can literally just look at which passives work with each other, buy those, and you can't really go wrong because most of the items include power and crit chance. If you tried to do the same thing in any other lane, it wouldn't really work as you don't get any items for off lane that let's say give you power, health, armor, and magic armor. There are some that give health, armor, and magic armor, but those are crests so you only get one. Same for mid, there are no items that will give you magical power, magic pen, and ability haste other than the crests, which you only get one of. So to me, and I'm sure many others, the carry role just seems super strong at the minute. I think like I mentioned before, creating more item paths for the carry role but moving and diversifying the items and passives, maybe that would be a good step. For example, making it so that some items give more crit chance but have less stats perhaps, or maybe make it so that the items with 3 stats such as the power, attack speed and crit chance items have those stats reduced, as then it will make carries have to think more about do they actually want to have 100% crit chance or do they want more power, as having both guaranteed in almost all of their items is currently a nightmare for squishy heroes. But again, I can definitely see that Drongo will need some attention if these changes do come, as his passive relies on crit chance, so it will really need to be done with care. Let me know what you think. Do you think carries are strong at the minute, or do you think they're fine, or maybe even weak? Drop it in a comment and let me know. I don't think this is a quick fix issue at any rate, as it would require a lot of item changes and potentially new items. So I don't expect any real changes until Season 2 somewhere in March or potentially early April or after. I don't think carries are a broken role, but I do think they need to be reined in a little bit with their itemization and made to think about it a bit more about what they actually want. But that's pretty much that, so I will see you for the next video.